If you feel nothing, or almost nothing, if life feels flat, distant, and strangely unreal, that does not automatically mean something is permanently wrong with you. It may mean your system is overloaded. A lot of people panic when they stop feeling emotions clearly. They assume they have become cold, damaged, or empty. But emotional numbness is often not emptiness at all. It can be the mind's way of reducing overload. When stress, grief, exhaustion, loneliness, or anxiety go on for too long, the brain does not always keep producing strong emotion. Sometimes it starts turning the volume down. That can feel scary, but it is also understandable. From a psychological perspective, numbness is often a regulation problem. The system has been pushed so hard for so long that it starts conserving energy by blunting feeling. That means the problem is not always that you are incapable of emotion. The problem may be that your emotional system is trying to protect itself. This is why people often say things like, "I know I should care, but I don't feel anything," or "I want to cry, but I can't," or "Everything feels distant." That experience is real, and it usually has a mechanism behind it. The mind is not always becoming less human. Sometimes it is becoming less available. The worst part of numbness is not only the numbness itself, it is the interpretation. People often take the state and turn it into an identity. I am broken. I am heartless. I am losing myself. But a state is not the same thing as a character. That distinction matters, because if you believe the state is your identity, you start reacting with fear, and fear adds more pressure. Then the numbness becomes even harder to move through. So the loop looks like this: overload, emotional blunting, fear about blunting, more self-monitoring, more exhaustion, deeper numbness. That is why forcing feeling usually fails. You cannot bully the nervous system into opening up. The biggest mistake is waiting for a big emotional breakthrough before doing anything. People think, once I feel normal again, I'll start moving. But usually it works the other way around. Small movement comes first, then feeling comes later. That does not mean every action instantly fixes the problem. It means the system often needs a signal that life is still happening outside the freeze. So the goal is not to feel everything at once. The goal is to reduce the freeze gently. 1. Stop demanding the perfect feeling. Do not ask yourself, "Why am I not emotional enough?" Ask instead, "What is the smallest sign that I am still engaged with reality?" That question is safer and more useful. 2. Reconnect through the body. Numbness often lives in the gap between mind and body, so bring attention back to physical reality. Feel the floor. Hold something cold. Wash your face. Step outside. Take a short walk. Stretch your arms. The point is not to fix emotions directly. The point is to restore contact. 3. Lower the emotional demand. Do not force yourself to feel deeply right away. Start with neutral observation. Instead of, "How do I feel?" try, "What do I notice? Where is the tension? What feels heavy? What feels blank?" This is less threatening and often more honest. 4. Reduce input overload. If you are numb, your system may already be overloaded. So add less noise, fewer tabs, fewer arguments, fewer late-night spirals, fewer doom-scrolling sessions, fewer emotional performances. Sometimes the fastest way back to feeling is not more stimulation, it is less. 5. Use small, meaningful actions, not dramatic ones, small ones. Drink water, open a window, reply to one person, shower, change clothes, make the bed. These are not trivial. They are signals. They tell the brain, we are still here, we are still participating. If the numbness is temporary, these steps may slowly bring the system back online. If it has lasted a long time, or it is interfering with daily life, sleep, work, appetite, or relationships, then it may be a sign that you need real support. That does not mean you are failing. It means the state has lasted long enough to deserve attention. So the summary is simple. You are not necessarily broken. You may be protecting yourself from overload. Numbness is not the absence of meaning. It is often a sign that the system needs less pressure, more contact, and smaller steps. Do not force a breakthrough. Start with a return. One small return at a time. Let's make the mechanism even clearer. Emotional numbness is often the result of prolonged strain, not a moral failure. When the nervous system is overloaded, it does not always keep producing full-intensity emotion. Sometimes it dampens the signal to reduce further strain. That can look like apathy, but it is not always apathy. It can also look like dissociation, shutdown, emotional flattening, or a sense of distance from yourself and other people. The practical mistake is to treat this state like a character verdict. But clinically and psychologically, states are dynamic. They shift with rest, safety, support, routine, and reduced pressure. That is why trying to feel more is usually not the right first move. Feeling is often downstream of safety and regulation. If the system does not feel safe enough, it will not open fully just because you demand it to. This is also why the body matters so much. Breathing, posture, movement, light, sleep, food, hydration, and environment all influence emotional access. When the body is under strain, the mind often becomes less emotionally available. So when people are numb, the most effective first step is often not interpretation, it is orientation. Orientation means re-establishing contact with the present. Where am I? What is around me? What does the chair feel like? What is one thing I can touch, see, or do right now? This matters because numbness can pull attention inward into a fog. Orientation pulls attention back into the world. Another important point is that emotions do not always return in the order people expect. You may not feel better first. You may feel slightly more present first, then slightly more interested, then slightly more responsive, then more emotionally alive later. That is a normal sequence. So the path out of numbness is usually not a dramatic emotional event. It is a slow re-entry into contact with your body, with your environment, with people, and with small, meaningful activity. And if this state is persistent, severe, or paired with hopelessness, loss of function, or thoughts of self-harm, then the correct move is not to push harder alone. It is to get real support from a qualified professional or trusted person as soon as possible. The final takeaway is this: numbness is not proof that you are empty. It is often proof that your system has been carrying too much for too long. The answer is not more force. The answer is more safety, more contact, and smaller steps. And if this keeps getting heavier, stop trying to carry it alone.